Alright, this is 433 by Stan Jurgensen, and this is a video I promised discussing who is Thor girl. Her there, it is her, that is Thor girl. Stan Jurgensen, he had a long run on Thor, 80 issues from 1998 until 2004. Very good run. After Simon Walterson, one of the best Thor runs of all time. He did a lot of stuff with Thor and more than a few Superman riffs along the way. And the biggest one is Thor Girl. If you read Superman during the time Stan Jurgensen was on that book, or if you've read any 90s Superman, Thor Girl is a direct copy of the 90s Supergirl. She is an alien with shape-shifty powers that has adopted a role as the distaff sidekick to the book's main hero. I didn't think that Thor Girl was ever popular. I didn't think she has a massive fan base, but she is fine. And unlike a lot of new characters, she did seem to be kept in circulation after this run. She was one of the many characters featured in the Avengers Initiation. I think she was in Avengers University as well. She's completely fine as I just realised something. I think I just got something. In Avengers Initiation, they had her fight Power Girl. Possibly they were making fun of the fact that they are both blatant Supergirl rip-offs. Really good image there of Thor, except it's not Thor. That is a spoiler for the next 2 pages, because it's like a robo-Thor that the bad guy is testing his big robot against. It like knocks his block off. Thor Girl though, to get back to her, she was a character that wasn't really setting the world alight, but her existence was inoffensive, and there's loads of avenues still open to use the character Thor. But then Marvel decided to weaponise the title of Thor for a gender studies class and make Natalie Portman into Thor. They did it just to scream about there being a female Thor and the evil comic book patriarchy. For this song and dance though, they completely scrubbed Thor Girl from existence. She was contradicting their bullshit narrative about how Thor comics are finally entering the 21st century by having a woman with Thor's powers. And it's not just that they are not using Thor Girl anymore, they are actively ignoring her. In Jonathan Huckleberry's crappy Secret Wars crossover, one of the ideas what they did was that there were like 100 different versions of Thor as a police. You had all these different iterations of Thor or other people as Thor, and you know who never once appeared in the background of any of this? Thor Girl. Beta Ray Cyrus, he did. Storms as Thor did. Destroyer Droid as Thor. Loads of Thors, but not Thor Girl. Not even just in the background of like a big splash page image of 100 Thors. That is purposefully denying that this character exists. Thor Girl is ironically better than Natalie Portman, but she has just been removed from history. We'll see more of her later on, but what we've been seeing so far is some stuff with Beta Ray Cyrus, who came back to the book with issue 30, and that bad guy's robot, he has come hunting Thor, and eventually Thor starts fighting that robot. There's a good big picture of the robot holding up a car. Stan Jurgensen, he straddled the line between the superhero and the fairyland sides of the Thor book. I'd say he did so even more successfully than Simon Walterson did. There's always been this thing with Thor where there are 2 different types of book at war with each other. There is Thor as a god on Earth who fights super villains. That is like the traditional superhero book. And then there's this other side, which is Thor is a mythical prince from fairyland, and there's all this mythology and stuff. There's a third one as well. There's the sending Thor into space and having cosmic adventures side of it. This is all the result of Stanley Lee and Jack Quimby approaching the Thor book with very diverse ideas, but they have struggled to marry all these takes up afterwards. Well, I think that Stan Jurgensen, he did the best at it. So here we go, Thor fighting a robot, and the big robot, he has been built specifically with Thor in mind. So it can negate all of Thor's powers and like cancel out his magic hammer, which is our reason for having Thor girl show up to help save the day. The robot, it wasn't built to combat Thor girl, so she is able to relatively easily help beat it up. Thor girl, she uses her shape-shifty alien powers to simulate similar powers to Thor. She has got a little magic hammer. We will be looking at her magic hammer in the next few issues, if I remember. Thor ends up having to use it himself. And even though this is all about introducing the readers to Thor girl, the new female sidekick, it is Thor's book, so Thor is the one who gets to beat the bad guy. This is back before comics became insulting. This isn't Thor girl's first appearance per se. It is the first appearance of her as Thor girl. Issue 22, I think, was that. But this is when she is Thor girl and that. And our finish is setting up the next two issues because Guardian from the Imperial Legion, he is coming to Earth to beat up Thor. Again, another excuse for Stan Jurgensen to riff on Superman things. Do you like Thor girl? Have you ever heard of her before? Had Marvel successfully buried this character so well that you forgot she ever existed? Personally, I didn't mind Thor girl. I wish there was a bit more to her character than the novelty of her being a direct rip-off of a version of Supergirl. But I do quite like the idea of giving Thor a sidekick of sorts. I think that opens the door to a lot of fresh ways to explore the world of Thor. And even this one, it doesn't really do that much with giving Thor a sidekick. It's more like she's also there to help Thor fight baddies or have her own adventures. We didn't have much stuff with like Thor training her or her unfamiliarity with all his mythology. Anyway, this is, I want to say decent, but I get super conscious about overuse of vocabulary like that. This is a sufficiently good issue of Thor. See, that sounds more downbeat than decent. This is a decent issue of Thor, and I rate it 7 thumbs up.